But Eric got the paperwork straight on everything now. He owns the van. He got plates on it, insurance on it, title on it, and everything else, all his name. And they're selling the Journey this week or next.
Okay.
They got the house sold.
That's nice.
And they are going through books and radio stuff. And he's going through everything you can ever think of.
Yeah.
I found a scanner antenna for putting up on a pole. Well, nobody's using scanners anymore. I also found a omnidirectional scanner / VHF UHF 6-meter. We had one like that, and the elements kept falling off of it. It's new in the bag. I found a new K40 made CB antennas, and they were always 4 or 5 foot tall. They make a K30, which is what I put on your truck, and cut it down to 10 meters.
Okay.
Right? That's in the bag too.
Interesting.
And then there's a hodgepodge of old headsets and connectors and wires and books and everything else. So I've got to go through some of that too, and I just haven't got there. I've also got to make room so I can get the rest of the bottom of the chair in the house.
Yeah.
Even if I don't put it together, I just got to get it out of the truck. I'm not about to put it in the shed though. And I haven't gotten my money for the VA trip yet, and I haven't got my letter from him yet. So. Last thing I wanted to do was take the 7300 and disconnect everything from it. Now I had to go looking for the screws and washers afterwards. Then I found out that the good news is that when I bought the wrong size washers and the right side washers, the wrong size washers will be the right side if I lose any of these things on the back of the grounds. So I've got spares for that. Didn't plan it that way. That's when I went up the rope and took the 6s instead of the 8s with me. The 6s wouldn't fit. 8s would. On this thing, you want 6s and not 8s. Good, I got some. I think Jen is off today.
Yep.
But he's making huge progress. The guy that is a stamp guy is paying for FedEx to come and box up everything and take it so he can do an evaluation and read it and get them sold for him. Same thing on some other topics. People are coming and just stuff's walking out the door. So they're clearing out the stuff.
One man's junk is another man's potpourri.
Well, a lot of these things were pretty nice. The furniture was pretty nice. He just bought that after the flood.
Yeah.
That furniture was all new. Relatively new.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I think they thought the flood wasn't going to be so bad and they were going to move back into their house.
Well, it didn't work out that way. Yeah. Nope, became quite the mess. And the last thing I wanted to do was take the 7300 and disconnect it, but I should be able to talk to it. I mean, I do have a half a clue on computers, even though they keep hiding stuff, where I should be able to get it to put in a driver, hook up the cable, and make it work.
And funds
It's not just doesn't want to do it. So Milo said, bring it to me and I'll check it against my system that works. And we'll see if it's a setting in there. You're not enabling data or something like that. And that might explain it. But, I don't have that argument with the Kenwood. And they tell me that the 7300 is really easy to do. And I went, okay, you're probably right. It's not been my experience, though. I'm seeing them, but you would have thought the 400 would have showed up, unless it got stolen. But we've been through a lot of stuff in the garage, all the rooms. So far, no radio, and all throughout the houses and stuff.
I'll probably find it one day and be like, oh, yeah, so it's under this, under this, under
Well,
this.
we looked, it should have been.
Thank you for coming.
Always.
Go for 10, yeah.
Always good.
Gosh, I'm trying to remember her name.
Oh, no, you'd have to ask that, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I'm not good with names.
Well, I worked with her mom, and I worked with her for years, known her for years. God, what the heck? Didn't take my Prevagen today, did I? No.
I was going to take my pills this morning. And then I got like 5 more in my pocket.
And then one guy said, if
I
you
found a
got,
bottle. I found a bottle of cinnamon that I bought probably last year with a bunch of other bottles.
yeah,
That I didn't even. I thought I already used up. I was moving some stuff in that one box in front of the computer, and then a bottle falls out, and I was like, "Oh, what is it taking this
well,
one?"
we're out of cinnamon, so we.
She can have raided mine.
Well, I'm just saying.
Like you raided my fish oil before.
Did you order some soup? Is that what that bag was for?
Yes, it's 5 cans of the
Okay.
cheesy tortellini soup.
Okay.
Got some cookies, got some ice cream sandwiches, got 3 loaves of bread. All for $35.
Okay, delivered. No less.
Yes.
got back from errands, and I slept pretty good, I guess, last night.
Oh, the roast was pretty good yesterday.
Very good. Unfortunately, timing was all messed up on everything yesterday. I was going to come home and buy something, but Mom had already
Made some.
Yeah, apparently I've torqued Jennifer off.
Why?
Oh, she was going to give me this B-52 necklace. I said,
oh, yeah. She paid like $50 on it.
I don't know what I would do with it, though.
Well, she asked me if I wanted it. I said, well, if I wore necklaces, I'd take it. But I don't even wear watches.
Yeah, well, I think it would be cool for her. I
said if you want it, it's good. Maybe if somebody eventually is like in the military or something. Or something that could be a gift, or you can just wear it, or whatever.
Yeah. Well, she gave me the missile tie tack. It's silver. It's not cheap. It's not as expensive probably as the bomber, but the detail work on it, on both of them, is very good.
It's not because gold jewelry's going out of business.
Well,
she got it on a probably good deal.
Well, yeah, but still,
yeah.
I don't want her having to get herself in trouble, buying me stuff.
Especially when she's hurt for money as it is.
When she turned around and did it, I was in the process of trying to do 3 other things. So I didn't think it through very well. So did not need to make her mad. Or belittle it, because I'm not belittling. We got things up there, don't jump over the wall.
Plastic you need to jump over the wall.
Or the plastic wall.
Jump off the roof.
Go up on the top.
They will.
That's where I should know. They're going to have to still go up there and put the quadrifillers up there for the satellite stuff. Not going to be me. Of course, they got to build the antennas and that stuff. Not going to be me. I guess they must have had trouble with people. This respective fitters all parking in the Roma and everything. Parking up here is a little bit exciting.
Oh, that fitness place?
Yeah.
I suppose.
See how much trouble we're going to have finding a place to park.
Right there. So, I don't know if you can park there, but that's that spot.
Interesting folks and interesting situations.
All the situations.
This is apparently...
You see all the vehicles, it looks like there's a lot of people here. When you go inside, there doesn't seem that many.
Well, there are. Yeah. Everybody drove their own vehicle, though.
Yeah.
Looks like he's got a dash card in the car. It uses USB and it uses something else. And I didn't know that.
Really?
Well, I did it on the 590. It works fine. He said they said it's a settings, something wrong in the settings in the audio on the 590 is keeping it from transmitting. Well, I've been through that, but apparently I have to go through it again. But anyhow, Milo's going to check your radio out and make sure it has the stuff set correctly. And that will solve any issue with the radio.
Okay.
Here comes the sheriff.
I didn't do anything. Wasn't me.
Yep. Well, Ralph said he wouldn't pay $400 for the 400. I said, but you can't get one otherwise. I'd pay $300. I went, well, I'll pay $400. Well, I guess that's it. He's going to buy the 500 then.
The 500 costs more than the 400 is.
I know, but you can't get a 400. Well, that's what I'm saying. We bought the 400s when they were on sale for $400.
The 500s are $650.
That's right.
They're more than when the 500 when the 400s were on sale 2 weeks ago. They were only $600.
For a brand new 400, if you
for
find
a brand
one?
new 400.
Where did you find that at?
It was on Hero. They still had a few.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But 600, he's not going to pay.
No. But now he's got to buy a 500. That's $650. Yeah, I know.
400's a far superior radio.
Yeah, that one. There was a guy on who did a comparison. He had the 400 sit next to the 500, and he said that he was promised by the ARO guy that or the HRO guy that it was a much better radio. He said he had it side by side with the other radio, and he says there's only a slightly different. The touch screen is slightly faster than the 400.
It's got a touch screen as well.
But yes, it is slightly faster, but it's smaller.
Yeah, that's my point. Yeah, it's significantly smaller. Yeah.
It's a 2.4. It's a 2.4 inch, where this is a full 3.
But it's not showing you this stuff.
No.
Yeah.
It's a 2.4.
Yeah.
The 3 has a 2-inch screen.
Yeah. No. That's
Same as the 200.
well.
It has a 2-inch screen. This has a 3-inch screen.
Okay.
The 200 has a 2.4 inch. The 500 has a 2.4 inch screen.
Okay.
No. So it doesn't make.
400's a better radio.
Yeah. Well, here's the other thing is I'm wondering what part is it that's causing them not to be able to remake it.
The fact that they want to sell a new radio.
Well, I think that's all it is, really.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if they could remake this unit,
Yep.
and if it was a problem with the actual control thing, just make the control head interface with the new thing on the radio.
Yes.
But I don't think they want to do that.
Or do a firmware upgrade that might fix it. You know, it's not really broke. Works fine.
Now, if it's a thing with the control head, which is, I'm thinking that's what it is, it's something with this control head that's a problem. Because I'm almost guaranteeing the base part of the radio that's down there
Same.
is exactly the same damn thing. I'm guessing
or
exactly
real close. Because
I'm guessing it's the exact same thing.
Because when they put that that radio in the repeater, there's 2 of them in there, and they're basically.
Well, there's no difference when you look at what the 500 does and what the 400 does. There is no, and the 300 and the 200. There is no difference between all the radios.
And when they're in the repeater, there's 2 400s.
It is just the control head
and
that's
you
different.
use the control head of the 400 to talk to the repeater.
So it's got to be something in that control head that's different compared to all the other radios.
Hey, I haven't talked to you in a while.
Well, if you had a radio, maybe it wouldn't be a problem.
You have a radio.
Okay.
No.
FM. Receive only.
Yeah.
I think the only difference between the 400 and the 500 Yaesu is the control head. I don't think the damn radio is any damn different.
You know what the difference is?
The price.
100.
That was a mistake edition.
Okay.
That was the beta.
All right. No, he's talking what I would pay for it and what he would pay for it.
It's 62 degrees out here.
Is it?
I'm thinking about taking the pants off.
Well, I've been debating when to bring out the shorts. Check that cable and figure out if I did do something right with it, because the interface cable for the tuner is one thing, no, we needed to run it up and down.
Yeah, a bit better.
I need to get some Teflon so I can put it in. There's the guys from the sales.
Oh, yeah.
Drive around and then park. Drive around and park.
Yeah. Well, great job.
Other than the gas, they probably pay for the gas.
Probably.
Don't bring your Hemi with you. It's the only thing I got.
Well, I was the guy who brought my Walmart order.
Yeah.
Was driving a Prius.
Well, probably because it doesn't take.
Probably, yeah. It doesn't take any gas, really.
Well, you know, when I razzed that one that was stuck down there when we were in the Jeep, which wasn't real nice, but I really enjoyed doing it.
Yeah.
But it, when I talked to Kevin says they're actually a pretty good car because
I think it's really good gas mileage.
And I think the idea of a Prius-like setup makes sense.
Well, a hybrid.
The hybrid makes sense. I don't think all electric makes any sense.
No.
None.
But a gasoline-powered hybrid,
four-cylinder,
if it just charges the battery,
yeah,
and is constant state of recharge.
Yep. And well,
now
when you brake,
now of course the they did say that that one guy who bought that all-electric vehicle, thought it was all smart and everything because he was saving a bunch of money.
Yeah, not.
Well, that problem is, even with the latest technology they have out now, you have to replace those batteries about every 4 years. Yeah. Well, you know what those costs? Just the batteries
Thousands of dollars.
$100,000 on a car that never cost $100,000
for the Prius.
No, we're not talking. Prius is a hybrid.
Yeah, yeah.
We're talking about one of these all electric, like the Volts, like the Volts or whatever these ones, even the newer ones, the truck ones.
Yeah.
When those batteries die, you got to replace those batteries. Those batteries are not cheap,
and they're heavy.
They're expensive,
and you got to bring a forklift to move them. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that too. Well, you got to first off, you got to unbolt the vehicle from the frame.
No, it makes no sense.
Pull out the frame because that's where all the batteries are sitting.
Yep, yep.
Replace all the take out all the batteries, replace them, assuming the interfaces are the same.
Oh, look at that old Dodge.
Well,
looking good.
Yeah.
Needs a trunk lock. Other than that, looks pretty good. Bumper things looks good though. Fast.
Well,
for the era.
Yeah, for the era.
Carbureted engine. Yeah.
When you look at some of the speed of some of those, they're like, oh yeah, but they only gets to 130. I'm like, dude, shit, their minivans that do 180 these days.
Isn't that nuts?
Yeah, isn't it?
Well, I was thinking if you had something like a Toyota Corolla with a four-cylinder that gets 40 miles to the gallon, what the heck are you bitching about? Because for a general purpose, do a lot of things.
Well, they had the Top Gear people from the U.S.
Yeah.
They had the expensive $200,000 supercars.
Yeah.
And they showed up at a drag strip. And they figured they'd smoke anybody there because they had like these $200,000 or $300,000 cars. They figured they'd just smoke anybody.
Yeah.
They got their asses handed to themselves.
Oh yeah.
These people that drop these high efficiency engines in these little vehicles, it's just like it's like okay, you got the supercar that they had the supercars, and their top speed was like 220. These people have dropped in a small engine. They don't have nitrous, although I'm sure that would help. But they have these little form factor engines that have been specially tuned by them, and these suckers take off on a quarter-mile track.
It's fast.
And they're hitting 209 or 230 on a quarter-mile track. The supercar can't. The supercar's lucky if it gets 140 or 150 by that.
I've been 135. I don't ever want to do it again.
I mean, a quarter-mile track. They figured the supercars were going to smoke them. They put them in all, and then they went back, and they set up all. They were in just normal mode at that time, so they went back. They put in a race plus, all the little modes. The boost mode is the rev your engine, get a boost mode. All the fancy things on that you just could do. They got smoked by a little S10 pickup.
Yeah.
Because because the power to weight ratio, they dropped like a specially tuned V8 engine in this thing.
Yeah.
And it just top speed on this little S10 truck.
Yeah.
on a quarter mile with all the race things on the supercars had. They were hitting 167 at quarter mile. This little S10 truck that this guy spent, he spent $100 to pull it out of a junkyard. Fixed it up, put a V8 engine, tuned it, and probably spent like, they said like $2,000.
Yeah.
Quarter mile, he was hitting 240 miles an hour.
Oh yeah.
Quarter mile. Smoked the supercar.
Well, sometimes the actual factory car.
Now, this, I don't know if this thing would ever drive on the real road, but my God, you know.
This Honda fancy thing over there will probably scoot, just the way it sits.
Where are you going?
We're waiting for Ralph. We're going to figure out where Kevin lives in case we need to give Kevin a ride.
Okay. Yeah. Someone's alarm's going off.
I'm gonna pull in. There's the office right here.
In 110.
Okay, his house is over. If you look,
You see
on
that
the
cable
second
hanging
level,
off there? Yeah.
There's a wire that goes across. That's his antenna.
That's the part of it right there.
Yeah,
on
you
the deck.
see,
Yeah.
above that lady is a bracket.
Yep.
Yeah, that's his wire.
Sweet.
But
so he lives in 110.
He lives where that wire is, but I drop him off at 110 and he goes in and goes up by
Oh,
himself.
it's interconnected. He knows the route.
If you pull ahead when I pull in, you'll see it.
Okay, thank you.
Well, he said he could see somewhat. You can see a little.
Not too much.
No.
He said it's just a disease he has. There's nothing. He said that was a real crying shame. Such a smart guy.
Surprised they couldn't give him some type of glasses that would help a little bit.
Eye transplant, maybe.
Wow.
That's scary. Yeah.
It might be a nerve thing, too. If it's a nerve thing, it won't matter what they give him.
No, that's true.
I think it's going to give him like special glasses or something to give like a improved vision or something.
So this way you know the road, right?
Well, I suppose he probably has a mapped out memory.
Yes, that's it. And that's why you want to keep
little,
him in. Sweet. But he knows the maze this way, yeah. Yeah.
Then you use that long wire too.
Well, it works pretty good though.
The tuner, yeah, it works pretty good.
Yeah.
Hey Jeff.
Sweet,
well, he
sweet.
he said he's not completely blind. He can sort of see, but not like a lot.
He's so smart. I wish.
Oh, he is smart.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
he's smart.
That's why I say you could call him on your interface
I will,
stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
He's got a 590 just like you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Running it.
Yep.
Okay.
Sweet.
See
Thank
guys
you.
later.
Have a good day. Go down here, stir his water.
Oh. He's on disability, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Same deal you got.
Probably get more money than I'm getting.
Well, he worked for a while,
Yeah.
so that probably is right. I can't see it from here, but I could see it from the other angle.
Yeah.
There it is.
Kind of at the limit of the road here.
Well, there's a bump there. We'll feel the bump here. Sure.
Yeah, go over there.
There we are. Okay, so it comes off his apartment. I'm gonna. It's not going anywhere.
Okay.
Just for fun. Take a look. Take a look. Area, the valley, and this little valley here, and that. This is a nice area.
Yep.
Very nice area. Okay, I'm backing up.
Jen said that Mom needs her meds.
I know.
I suppose we're gonna go out later.
Well, I got to get home because it's that they shut down at 4. What time is it?
1.
Okay, we got a couple minutes here.
I figured we wanted to all run around to the coffee place and get coffee.
Or whatever, yeah. Well,
all my stuff
all right,
on
I
Monday.
needed to know where Kevin lived.
Yep.
Is that
Not a
way?
bad place.
No, it looks really nice. It's him and his son that are living there.
Oh, okay, so he has somebody with him.
Yeah. His son's
Okay.
got a Prius.
Okay.
And he's the manager of the movie theater.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And some of that siding's coming down, or some of the soffit stuff is coming back. Yeah, well, it's called North Dakota.
Stuff happens.
Yep.
So I saw Jen move into one of these.
Boy, that's sweet though. Oh
one
man.
of these apartments or
Are
something.
they gonna? Well, it will be a whole lot nicer. That's
First now she said they have fiber, but in the building.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Nice setup. Very nice setup. That's a trailer on the foundations with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, things I should have done different. Lots of things. No, working okay. Alright. There's another trailer sitting on.
Yep.
It used to be you buy your own lot and do what you want with it. Territory. There's another one of those pines. So it's a series of apartment complexes.
Yep.
And I think it's a 2-bedroom that they have.
Probably. And Rachel's is somewhere in this area.
Yeah, it is. Don't ask me where.
Yeah.
I knew one time, but I don't anymore. We're gonna go right down. I'll try to show you Lynn's real quick.
I've been to Lindy's.
His new location.
It's been a while.
Get down here a few blocks and turn left.
Guy who lives next to the golf course.
Yeah.
That's my knee.
Pretty quickly.
I mean, it comes and goes, but
Yep.
it's just the moment you think it's going to be good, decides to give you a the pain starts all over again. It's kind of like my knee. I felt really good for a long time with my knee, and
Yep.
then I was like joking, like, oh yeah, I'm not feeling any pain for a couple of months. I think my knee hurt me because then it started hurting.
Now it's not this one. I think it's down the next section. I think.
Probably.
Remember right? see his tower. I missed it. The turn is back there somewhere. And I'll do a bad turn.
Yeah, this goes to school.
Well, you know,
It's a nice little school.
it's fairly new.
Yeah, it's pretty much really nice.
I'm not going to fool around over here very long, so we got to get home.
Yep.
But
Well, we can go back out with 11 and find it later.
yeah. And you said that the computer, that purple one, we've got computers that are more powerful or newer than that.
Yes.
Okay.
The Silver Ray one that's similar.
Yeah.
Has it doesn't have an SSD in it, but
No.
it has a better processor.
Should
in
be
it.
faster, yeah.
Slightly. Instead of having a netbook processor, it has an actual laptop processor. But like the battery's going on it too, but at least it stays in.
Yeah, well, that's a plus. So.
But even that little one that I've been using that actually has a 128 gig SSD in it, I'm noticing the battery on it is starting to die too. Of course, these things ain't made to last forever either.
No.
And that thing came out in 2014.
Yep.
Even though I bought it in 2016. It was supposed to be originally my mom's, and then she didn't want it. I was like, okay. It was a refurbished one that actually worked.
Yep.
Well, I can buy a new one, but after having to fight of trying to play with Windows 11 with yours and mom's, this is not.
Well, I'm not going to look any farther.
Really
I know he lives over here,
yeah.
and I screwed it up.
Lives down by the golf course somewhere.
I just got it wrong.
No,
And it's okay.
it's okay.
I don't need to go there right now. I didn't realize what a major road this is and what a big deal it was when they made it wide like this. Until I was sitting at,
If it gets any more popular, I'll take it more put street lights out here.
well, among other things, yeah. But this is such a major thing. I had no idea it was such a major road.
Yep.
And now I'm starting to make sense of it.
Actually, this part over here,
Well, there's lots of deer we see in here.
When you get over, back to those apartment areas,
Yeah.
it starts to look like parts of Grand Forks.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
So it's odd, the scariness.
Well,
all this started right after the flood,
Yep.
which is really weird. I think everybody was like, I don't want to be in the valley again.
Well, and that's why we didn't buy in the valley.
Yeah.
That's one thing I did right. Not buying a house 2 blocks from Lincoln School.
Yeah.
So. So it tests correctly, it's just that I've got a setting wrong, the sound card somewhere on the 590. Well, that's interesting. Well, I don't have to feel bad for Ralph not getting the 400 since he doesn't want to spend 400 for it.
Yeah, he's going to spend 600 to get the 500.
Which is not going to be his cable. And it has the same problem. You have to buy this cable for it. If you mount it just as regular radio, I guess it's fine.
Yeah.
I would think the 300 is probably a better deal than the 5.
Yep. It's about the same size.
And I don't know what the 200 does, but
same thing.
Then the 200 might be a better buy.
A little smaller. So they have a 2.4, it's a 2.0 screen.
But it still does all the same things. It's got APRS and dual display. Then what's the point? Yeah.
Because it's different.
Yes.
Because the control head's different. It looks different.
Yes, that's true.
The 200 has knobs, and then the 300 has more like buttons.
Yeah. Well, buttons are fine.
There you go.
If we get where we can't get parts for these, we'll worry about it. But I figure by then I only have 2 vehicles instead of 4.
Was he getting rid of the Jeep?
No, but something's going to go at some point.
Well, yeah, obviously.
None of our stuff is new. So.
This is the newest vehicle we have.
Yeah, it's got the highest mileage too.
Well,
no, well, yeah, it's about 5,000 more miles than what's on the van. The way we drive the van, yeah, and in fact, it sits at idles forever. Yeah, another issue with that.
Younger and in better shape, this truck would be putting more to use to it. But I don't think I'll be going over a lot of major problems because I definitely don't want to injure my back anymore than everybody else. What the hell?
Traffic zone.
No, something was in the. I thought it was a plane or a chopper or something.
Well, that may become an issue. I don't know.
I think it was a plane, but pretty damn low.
Fly too low because we got cell phone towers.
Yeah.
They probably got to stay over 200 feet.